Hey all, welcome to our extras for Beyond the Gates. All right, Mom. So this week we had the cotillion and plasma rings. Let's talk about the plasma ring. I was on the edge of my seat, rocking back and forth because I didn't know what was going to happen. We have everything going down at the warehouse, and Grayson gets caught by Derek. I'm like, Grayson, why the hell would you get caught by Derek? And then when Derek follows Grayson to the warehouse, I was like, oh no. Because I remember last week I said that maybe Grayson would be unalive. Do you remember what you said what happened?
No.
You don't remember? You're like, I don't know what happened. Yeah, I felt like Grayson was gonna be unalive and maybe Jacob hurt. And that's not what happened. When Derek showed up, I was like, it's gonna be Derek. It can't be Derek. It's not gonna be Derek. No, it is Derek. What the heck is going on? I was just very surprised how everything went down. Now Leah, as soon as she saw Jacob, she like, "Jacob Hawthorne, look, I know nothing. I don't know what's going on. I was just I was forced to do all this. I will tell you everything." I'm like, "Okay, Leah, was" she did a
She
180.
folded like a folding chair. I couldn't
She
believe it.
she did
Real
a
quick.
she did it real quick. I was like, "Okay, Leah." And then when Rand found out they have someone in the DA office, that's bad. That's really bad someone in DA's office. So Rand found out that Grayson was working with the cop. And then Rand's like, Jacob, take him out. And Jacob is like, Rand, I am the cop. And Rand he was livid. He's like, I'm gonna take all y'all down. I was like, dang, Rand. I was like, what's going on? And then you have this other guy who was there the entire episode. Now he was in background, but Ren's guy was there throughout that entire episode. So when he came from behind Jacob, I was a little confused about how Derek did this. So we got Jacob, we got Leah on his left side, we have Grayson on his right side. And then on Grayson's right, like the back of him, we got Ren's guy. And Derek comes around from behind. I don't get why Derek passed the gunman and went to Jacob instead of taking down the gunman. Cause he would have been close to the gunman than Jacob. Am I overthinking this?
I don't know. That I don't know. I think the bottom line was he was there to I mean, he protected Jacob.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it looked like to me he probably just threw himself in front of him or something to protect him.
Yeah. Yeah. So Grayson said when he heard the gunshot, he turned around and he took that guy down. Jacob was down because Derek, saving him. And then Leah, of course, went down because she's right next to Jacob. I just don't understand why Derek went straight for Jacob and not the gunman when he was closer to him. Maybe I'm overthinking thinking it because that's just what I do, but it's just little detail like that. I'm like, why didn't he do that? Anyway, so Derek is laying there, like, what happened? It's like, dude, you are a hero because that's what you want to be. I feel like Derek's character always wanted to be this hero kind of person, and unfortunately, it was his demise. He wanted to tell Ashley that he loved her. Of course, he did. At least they did that. And then after that, he was gone. And I think what got me was when the doctor came out and you saw the doctor and Shanice talking, and you see the camera zoom in on Shanice. I said, oh no, oh no. And then I start crying because it was like when they zoom in on her and then they change the music. That's when I start crying. I was like, "No, not Derek," because I didn't mind Derek. We said on this podcast we didn't mind him as long as he was away from Ashley. It was like when they put him away from Ashley, he was fine. He had scenes with Haley, I think 1 or 2 times was fine. He had scenes with Shanice. We started to like him. We started to like him with Eva, especially going off on Leslie. He was great. They did this 180 on his character, and we're starting to like him, and then they take him off. I'm like, "Why? Why Beyond the Gates? He was doing really well. What the heck was going on?" So, what were your thoughts on that scene when Shanice found out that Derek was gone?
I thought it was pretty sad. Like you said, when the camera panned to her and then you see her reaction, I just thought it was pretty sad. I was not expecting them to unalive Jared's character at all. I didn't see that one coming at all. So I say Beyond the Gates did pretty good with the shock of it because I was. I figured like you did, I think Grayson would probably be unalive because he wasn't on there that long too,
Mhm.
that character, but no. So yeah, I was kind of surprised. I hated that they did that though with Darius' character because, like you said, once they had him break up with Ashley's character, I liked him with everybody else, and I
Mhm.
was hoping to see him more with Leslie and the whole clinic thing. And I thought they was gonna kind of dive into that. Now a while back, I thought they was gonna have him stalking Ashley or something the way it was going down.
Mhm.
But yeah, it looked like they took it in another direction and then eventually just unalived him. But yeah, I hated to see the character go. I was really shocked that they did that to the character. Now, as she's feeling guilty about the way she treated Derek when they were together, when they broke up. Then you got Andre. He's feeling a little guilty for, because he think like, oh, maybe if I didn't come between them, they still be together. But Danny was like, no, they were having problems regardless. So
Mhm.
it's like everybody is kind of in their feelings about it. Naomi, I liked her going to Bill, and Bill was like, "Hey, if you need to cry on my shoulder, kind of thing, I'm here." Because Naomi was so busy trying to help Ashley with her grief that she wasn't able to take time for her own grief. So I was surprised though that she went to Bill, but like she told her dad though, Jacob was still dealing with the aftermath of everything. So she went to her dad. So I thought the whole scene between Bill and Naomi was pretty cute. But yeah, everybody is feeling the effects, even Ashley mom, because she really liked
Yeah, she
Derek.
loved him. I thought she wanted
Yeah,
to date him. 'Cause she
yeah.
was all about Derek. Derek this, Derek that, Derek that. I'm like, "Girl, date him if you if you really
Well,
like
it's
him like that."
it's gonna be interesting to see how Eva takes it.
Yeah.
Because they haven't shown her yet, and then Leslie reaction too, but, I wanna see Eva's reaction, hopefully by next week, when it comes back. But yeah, I thought it was sad. Imma miss the character, Derek being on there. And
Yeah.
then I'm glad that Ashley, when Grayson did go to her apartment with some stupid flowers, as far as I'm concerned, she basically was like, "It's too late because he come there to tell her what really happened." She already know what happened. So him showing up to kind of fill her in on a little bit of maybe what she did know, it was like, so what? She lost somebody that she once loved, that almost married, and then he gets unalive because of him, basically, getting caught, and then Derek had to follow, well, didn't have to, but followed him. So I don't blame Ashley for kicking him out of there once Andre and Danny showed up to kind of help her deal with her grief. I was glad she kicked Grayson out. I was like,
Well,
bad timing.
yeah. It was the wrong time and she just lost him. I feel like if he waited like a few days, maybe she would have been open to it, but Ashley is grieving. So she's blaming herself. She's blaming everybody about Derek's death. That's just how grief is. And at some point, maybe she would talk to him, but it was just wrong timing for
Yeah,
him to do that. I feel like he was being all about him and not
yeah,
realizing that she may need a few days away from him. And he just wants to explain. I understand why Grayson did what he did, but he had options and he chose to keep going down that road that he went down. It's just that he didn't know how to get out of it. Because once you're in it, which he didn't know he was in it, that's it. That's just how that whole ring is. And then you got Leah telling Shanice about what happened. Shanice went off. She like, no, no excuse. My friend is unalive because of you. And Leah, she seems like she is humbling herself right now. But now we know why she got into it, was because of Lynette taking her money and she needed the money, but she could have went to somebody, she could have done something about, she had many options, and whoever came to her, because she didn't say who came to her. So she told Jacob she does not know who the impaler is, right?
Mhm.
So who came to her with this though? That's what
Right.
I want to know. How did you get involved in this? And then just jump out from the sky. Who was your contact? Is my question. And Ren knows who the impaler is. And he already threatened Jacob. Ren is one of those villains I would like to come back. Cause he gonna make Jacob's life a living hell. And I'm here for it. Jacob screwed up this operation the moment he gave Naomi a phone. He screwed it up before it even began. So it's really messed up how everything went down. It's unfortunate that Derek is unalive because I think most of us were starting to like his character, and it sucks. But it's a soap. We understand this is what happens to character. They do in an old school sweeps because usually during sweeps back then, someone was taken off. You lost one to like three people on soaps during sweeps. So I felt like Beyond the Gates did like an old school sweep with this one, and I really, really enjoyed it. And Ben Gavin, who plays Derek, you will be missed, man. You did great as Derek. I wish you were on here a bit more before they decide to take you off, unfortunately. But we wish you the best. Is there anything you want to add, Mom?
Just that now because of Leah's stuff, they gotta now look for a new chief of staff.
Oh yeah.
And Ted was trying to talk on Nicole, and Vernon was like, giving him the side eye. So I don't know how that's gonna come out. But yeah, Leah left the hospital, Garland in shambles
Hmm.
with everything that happened. So that's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. But yeah, I agree with you. The person that played Derek, I thought he did really good. His character will definitely be missed, and we wish him nothing but the best going forward. So yeah, I thought that Beyond the Gate did pretty good for their sweeps. It was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. They Beyond the Gates doing great, man. You had all these little breadcrumbs coming up, and then boom, it's like, oh my gosh, there's just so much going on this week. And I like how they focus on two storylines, the cotillion and the plasma ring. It wasn't dragged out for weeks on end. And I hope Beyond the Gates continues doing that. And starting next month, we are supposed to see Young and the Restless. So we shall see how that's gonna go. Cause I know Martin's stuff is supposed to be blooming next month. And yeah, we are really enjoying Beyond the Gates.
So hold on. When you say Young and the Restless, you're saying the characters from Young and the Restless
Yes.
supposed to cross over?
Yeah,
Okay.
we have the Newmans and the Abbotts are supposed to come over. We got Victor, we got Nikki, we got Abby, we got Devon. Plus, yeah, he is supposed to come back. There's gonna be a lot of people on Young and the Restless coming over next month.
Should be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be very, very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I used to watch Dragon and Buffett, so I know a little bit about the family somewhat. But hopefully they will like clue us beyond the gates people because some people may not watch Juggan and Ruffin. So hopefully they kind of give us a little bit more details on the family. Well, thanks so much for listening to our extra on Beyond the Gates. If you enjoyed this extra, please leave a like and comment about your take on this week's Beyond the Gates. And if there's a subject that we did not talk about, leave a comment and let us know, and maybe it'll be talked about on the next episode. Until next time.
Bye, everyone.